Hi everyone, Monisha here. I hope you understood the introductory part of mathematical induction. In this episode, I will be doing some from question 1 to question 4. There is only one exercise in mathematical induction, that is exercise 4.1, whereas it consists of 24 problems. The problems are a little bit lengthy, but it is easier one. So I have decided to do 4 problems in each video so that you can understand it deeper and well. So let us start the session. If you have any queries or doubts, please comment me and also give some suggestions to my videos. Let us start the session. Let us move on to the first question of exercise 4.1. So here, as per the introduction part I have explained, each and every problem has to undergo with 3 steps. One is n has to be assumed with 1 in the first step, n has to be assumed with k for the second step, and n has to be assumed with the number k plus 1 for the third step. Then we have to prove the statement. So here the question is, prove the following by using the principle of mathematical induction for all n belongs to n. This capital N is natural number. Here the question is 1 plus 3 square plus etc. up to 3 to the power of n minus 1, where we have to prove that LHS is equal to RHS, that is 3n minus 1 divided by 2. Okay. So first step is, let the given statement so first we have to consider any statement as equal to P of n. So let the given statement be P of n. The entire statement is equal to P of n, that is P of n is equal to 1 plus 3 square plus etc. up to 3 to the power of n minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of n minus 1 whole divided by 2. Okay. So any given equation, first we have to substitute such that that entire equation is equal to P of n. Next step is basis step. So basis step is for n is equal to 1. The first step we have to assume this n is equal to 1. So when n is equal to 1, we have, see here, wherever you see this n variable, you have to assume it as 1. So P of 1 is equal to, so here 1 plus 3 up to 3 to the power of n minus 1 will become 1. So I'll be taking it from this side because the whole equation is equal to 3 to the power of n minus 1 up to 2 divided by 2. So I'll be taking 3 to the power of 1 minus 1 whole divided by 2. Here it will be equal to 3 to the power of 1 is 3 minus 1 divided by 2. It will be 2 by 2 is equal to 1. Okay. So this will become 1, whereas this step, the equation 1 plus 3 square plus etc. up to 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So 3 to the power of 0, any number to the power of 0 will be 1. So this equation will entirely falls like 1, 3 up to 3 to the power of 0 is 1. So the n number will be 1 itself. So this equation will be equal to this for n is equal to 1. So we have to write which is true. Okay. So as per the first basis method, the statement is true. Next, what we have to do? We have to substitute it with k. So let P of k be true for some positive integer, k. So that is, in the first step in the statement, first the statement should be substituted to equated to P of n. Then this n should be assumed as 1. Then after substituting 1, we have to prove this is equal to each other, that is 1 to 1. So which is true. Next, in the same step, we have to take k in the place of n. So it will become, the statement will become 1 plus 3 plus 3 square plus etc. up to 3 to the power of k minus 1. So wherever n is there, we have to substitute it as k. So next it will become 3 to the power of k minus 1 divided by 2. So let this equation be equation 1. Okay. So next, first n, next k, next we have to take p to the p of k plus 1. That is, we shall now prove that p of k plus 1 is true. This is also we have to prove here. P of k plus 1 is true. For that, consider 1 plus 3 square plus etc. plus, so here k minus 1 is there. So n minus 1 we have substituted k minus 1. So in the place of k we have to take k plus 1. In the place of k we have to take k plus 1. So k plus 1 then minus 1. Okay. In the place of k we have to shift it as k plus 1 then minus 1 will comes as it is. Okay. So next is equal to 1. So what happens here? 1 plus 3 square plus etc. We know that before any number, a previous number will also be there. So the previous number will be always 1 less than that, right? See here, if 4 means it is equal to 2 square, right? So 1 less than that will be 3, right? So always the previous number will be 1 less than that. In the same way, before k plus 1 minus 1, there will be a number which is less than this. That is 3 to the power of k minus 1. Plus here 3 to the power of k plus 1 minus 1. This plus 1 minus 1 get cancels. So we get 1 plus 3 square plus up to 3 to the power of k minus 1. Okay, up to here you put a bracket plus here remaining is 3 to the power of k. Okay, so let us continue this. So let us continue question 1. So up to here I have already explained you, that is 1 plus 3 square up to, in the place of k we will be assuming it as k plus 1. It is the third sector of it. That is, first we will be substituting n is equal to 1, then n is equal to k. Next n, in the place of n we will be writing k plus 1. So there in the place of k we will be writing k plus 1 minus 1. So in any number there will be one previous number. So if k plus 1 minus 1 is the number, then the previous number will be k minus 1, right? So here k plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 gets cancels. So up to here I will be grouping it as a section plus 3 to the power of k. But from equation 1, there is an equation 1 in the previous slide. So from equation 1 we know that 1 plus 3 square up to 3 to the power of k minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of k minus 1 by 2. So up to here we can substitute, it is also equal to. So this equation is also equal to 3 to the power of k minus 1 plus 2. So instead of this we can substitute it here. Okay, substitute this value to here. So it will become 3 to the power of k minus 1 divided by 2 plus 3 to the power of k. So next, so here it will be 1. If we take LCM, so this 2 will get cross multiplied here. So 3 to the power of k minus 1 plus 2 into, so 2 into 3 to the power of k. Okay, so it will just cross multiply because of the LCM. Next, here it is 1 into 3 to the power of k. Here it is 2 into 3 to the power of k. So I will be rearranging it. That is 1 into 3 to the power of k plus 2 into 3 to the power of k minus 1 I will be writing as it is, divided by 2. Here 3 to the power of k is common. So here it is 1 into and here it is 2 into. So 3 to the power of k is common. So I will be taking 3 to the power of k common. Remaining is 1 plus 2 minus 1 whole divided by 2. So next it will become 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 into 3 to the power of k minus 1 whole divided by 2. So 3 means it is nothing but 3 to the power of 1. We know that a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So this you might have studied in 7th standard or 6th standard, right? So 3 to the power of 1 into 3 to the power of k is also equal to 3 to the power of k plus 1. So minus 1 I'll be writing as it is, divide by 2. Thus we have to write the conclusion, that is p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. Okay, so since we know that the answer is 3 to the power of n minus 1 by 2, so that is also equal to 3 to the power of k plus 1 minus 1 whole to the power divided by 2. Therefore the statement is true. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, by the principle of mathematical induction, the statement, the question or the statement which they have given, and that statement is equal to p of n. We have already assumed that the any statement is equal to p of n, and that statement is true for all natural numbers n. So conclusion is compulsory. After solving the problem, you have to write the conclusion for all natural numbers, that is n, capital N. Capital N is denoted as natural number. I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the second question of this session. It is same as that of the previous one. We have to use 3 sets. First, the given question. So the given question, we have to assume it as a statement p of n. So p of n is equal to the given question, that is 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube up to n cube is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. So this is the question. So whatever question they have given, we have to first assume it as equal to p of n. So this is the first step. Next, what we have to do, we have to include it in 3 steps. First step is n is equal to 1. So we have to substitute n is equal to 1. In the second step, we have to include n is equal to k, so that p of n will become p of k. In the last step, we have to assume that p of k will become p of k plus 1. So these are the 3 steps we have to follow in order to solve this problem. So first is for n is equal to 1. So wherever n is there, we have to substitute it as 1. So we have here p of 1 is equal to 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus etc. up to here already it will become 1 cube itself. Okay. So here 1 into 1 plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. So whole square it is. So here in LHS part, so this is the LHS part of it. The LHS part, the series is given up to 1 cube. Up to 1 cube means the numbers are up to 1 cube itself. So it will become 1 cube, which is also equal to 1. So this will be the LHS. Okay. In the RHS part, so it is 1 into 1 plus 1 is 2 divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2. So here 1 remains. So this will be RHS. So first, when we substitute n is equal to 1, LHS is equal to RHS. So we have to write it as which is true. So the first session is over. Okay. Next we have to move on to the part which says p of k. Okay. Let p of k be true for some positive integer, k. So that is, next what we have to do, wherever we have substituted this 1 or n. So here in this equation, n has to be resubstitute as k here, alphabet k. Okay. So the equation will become p of k is equal to 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus etc. up to k cube. So in the place of n, we have to substitute it as k here. So this will become k into k plus 1 k plus 1 proved divide by 2 whole square. Okay, so this will be the equation. Let this be equation number 1. So let this be equation number 1, that is 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube up to k cube is equal to k into k plus 1 whole divided by 2 whole square. So this is equation number 1. So next step is, first one is over, that is we substituted n is equal to 1. Second step is over, okay, first n is equal to 1, second is n is equal to k. In the third step we have to substitute, in the place of k we have to substitute it as k plus 1. Okay, so next is, we shall now prove that P of k plus 1 is true. P of k plus 1 is true. So let us continue the second question. So here in the third section we were there. In the first section we have to substitute P of n as this n as 1. In the second section we have to substitute P of n as P of k. In the third section we have to do, we have to prove that P of k plus 1 is also true. Okay, so in the place of P of k we have to include it as P of k plus 1. So in the question, so we have to include, that is P of k plus 1. So 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus etc. up to k plus 1 cube. So we know that the consecutive terms. So if one number is there, the next number will be k plus 1. If first one is 1, then the second one will be 1 plus 1, 2. So the next number will be k plus 1. So if k plus 1 is there, then the previous number will be k, right? So always we have to include the previous number. So it will become 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus etc. plus, so before k plus 1 there is one more number which is considered as k cube. So after that this k plus 1 number comes. So up to here we can consider it as a group. So from equation 1, so in equation 1 we solve that. So equation 1 is 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus etc. up to k cube is equal to k into k plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. So this is equation 1, right? So we have to substitute in the place of that first part, we have to substitute it, this 1 cube up to k cube is equal to k into k plus 1 by 2 whole square. Okay, so in the place of this we have to substitute the answer of it. Okay, it will become k into k plus 1 divided by 2 whole square. So this is whole square plus k plus 1 whole cube. Okay, so here since this section has a square, we have to multiply it on each and every segment of it. So k will become k square and k plus 1 will become k plus 1 whole square divided by this 2 square will become 2 square is nothing but 4 plus k plus 1 whole cube. K plus 1 whole cube divided by 1. So here by LCM we can consider it as 4. LCM will be 4. So this will cross multiply with the second section. So it will become k plus 1 whole square plus 4 into k plus 1 whole cube. Okay. So in the next step, in both the section we have, in the both the segment we have k plus 1 whole square, here k plus 1 whole cube. So we can take a common as k plus 1 whole square, since here it has k plus 1 whole cube. So here we will be taking k plus 1 whole square as common. So when I take k plus 1 whole square common, here the remaining is k square plus here the remaining will be 4 into k plus 1. Here k plus 1 square if I take common means one more k plus 1 will be remaining and 4 is there. So here remaining will be 4 into k plus 1. So whole divided by, here 4 is there, we have to write it as 4. So next what happens? We have to multiply it. K plus 1 whole square into k square plus 4k plus 4. So 4 into k, 4k plus 4 into 1 is 4. Whole divided by 4. So this section by using a plus b whole square formula, we know that a plus b whole square formula is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, so in the place of a plus b, if I put it as k plus 2 whole square, so it will become k square plus 2 square plus 2 into k into 2, that is equal to k square plus 4 plus 4k. So k square plus 4 plus 4k is nothing but k plus 2 whole square. So in the place of this, we can substitute as k plus 2 whole square. We can just replace it. That is k plus 1 whole square into k plus 2 whole square divided by 4. So the next step, k plus 1 whole square and k plus 2, I'll be taking it as k plus 1 plus 1 whole square. This 2 as 1 plus 1. So this shows that, okay, this particular thing shows that it is in the form of, see here, k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 whole divided by 2 and whole square. Okay, let it be equation number 2. So if you compare with equation 1 and equation 2, here k, so this whole series is equal to k into k plus 1 by 2 whole square, right? So here k plus 1, and in the place of k it will be k plus 1 plus 1 whole divided by 2. So equation 1 and equation 2 both become similar. So in the consecutive manner. So here p of k plus 1 also become true, is also true. P of k plus 1 also became true. So hence we can write it as the conclusion. So hence, by principle of mathematical induction, principle of mathematical induction, so P of n, that is a statement, P of n is true for all natural numbers, for all natural numbers, that is n. I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the third question. It is also same as that of the previous one, but little bit trickier. So here the question is 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 etc. up to 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n is equal to 2n by n plus 1. So what we have to do in the first step, we have to substitute this whole equation is equal to P of n. So I have already written that. Let the given statement be P of n. So this whole statement is now equal to P of n. So we once again have to write the same question, whereas the prefix should be as P of n. So P of n is equal to the whole question, we have to write it. So this is the first segment of it. In the next segment, what we have to do, that is for n is equal to 1 we have. So wherever n is there, so we have to substitute it as 1. So here in the LHS part, what happens? Whole thing will be equal to up to 1 itself. So up to 1 it will become. So what happens? Here P of 1 is equal to 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. up to 1. So the whole equation is equal to or up to 1 it is. So this will be equal to 1 itself, because the whole equation, if we calculate, the whole equation will become equal to 1. So this is LHS. So next is RHS. In RHS, that is 2n divided by n plus 1. So here in the place of n, we have to substitute it as 1. So 2 into 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So it will be 2 by 2, which is equal to 1. So this is the RHS. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. So for n is equal to 1 is true. Okay, the first section is true. Second, we have to substitute it for k. So in the place of n, we have to substitute it as k. So that is, let P of k be true for some positive integer k. So that is So it will become wherever n is there in the question, we have to change it as k here. Okay, so the question will become p of k is equal to 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. up to k. Okay, so here to here up to k, so which is equal to 2k by k plus 1. So this whole equation will become equal to 2k by k plus 1. So let this be equation number 1. For us, let this be equation number 1. So in the third step, what we have to take? This p of k has to be changed as k plus 1. So in the place of p of k, we have to write it as p of k plus 1. So in the third segment, we have to prove. So we shall now prove that p of k plus 1 is true. Okay, so in the first section, for n is equal to 1, we have proved. In the second section, p of k, so which is considered as equation 1. In the third section, we have to do p of k plus 1. Okay, so it will become the equation will become p of k plus 1. So that will be 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3. So here when we do p of k plus 1, already in the previous section I have told you k plus 1 will be the consecutive number of a certain number. If k is the first number, then the consecutive number will be k plus 1. If k plus 1 comes before that, we have to include k there, right? So it will become plus etc. First we have to write 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to k, because first k comes and later the next consecutive digit will be k plus 1, right? So here after this we have to write plus 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. up to k plus 1. So up to here this will be a group. Okay, so here from equation 1 we know that 1 up to this section it is equal to 2k by k plus 1, right? So it will become p of k plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2. Instead of this we have to equate it as 2 of k plus 1. So I'll be writing the same thing there. So instead of this whole equation, because this whole equation is equal to 2k by k plus 1. So instead of this, we can substitute just 2k by k plus 1. So after that, this equation comes. That is 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. We know that first digit will be k and after that this k plus 1 will come. Okay. So that is the sequence of it. So I will continue in the next slide. Let us continue the third question. So before continuing, I have already written, for your understanding, I have written the equation 1. So equation 1 is from 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 2 up to 1 by 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to k is equal to 2k by k plus 1. Okay. And one more formula is there. We have used it in previous problems. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to k, or it can be taken as n. Since k is here, I have taken it as k. So this formula is equal to k plus 1 by 2. So if 1, 2, 3 up to k is equal to k into k plus 1 by 2, then 1, 2, 3 up to k plus 1 will become k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 divided by 2. That is wherever k is there, we have to substitute it as k plus 1. Okay, we have to just interchange it as k plus 1. So in the place of k, k plus 1. In the place of k plus 1, it will be k plus 1 plus 1 whole divided by 2. Okay, so this is the formula. So here, this is in the previous slide. So first up to 1 plus 2 plus k. So here it will become 2k by k plus 1. I have substituted it. And the second section will be up to k plus 1. Okay, in the denominator, so this equation will come. So in the place of the denominator, we have to substitute this part. Okay, because 1 plus 2 up to k plus 1 is equal to this section. Okay, so here 2k by k plus 1 plus here it will become, in the denominator we have to write it as k plus 1 divided by k plus 1 will become k k plus 2 whole divided by 2. If I take a reciprocal, 2 will come here. So 2k by k plus 1 plus here 2 comes and here k plus 1 and k plus 2. Next we can notice that is 2 by k plus 1 is common. 2 by k plus 1 and 2 by k plus 1 is common here. So we can take 2 by k plus 1 as common term. So if I take 2 by k plus 1 as common term, here the remaining will be 1k will be remaining, right? So k, here 2 by k plus 1 remaining means it will be 1 by k plus 2 is remaining. K plus 2 will be remaining. Okay. So after that, we have to take the LCM of this part. So it will become 2 by k plus 1. So here we can just cross multiply it. K into k will become k square plus k into 2 is 2k plus 1 as it is whole divided by k plus 2. Okay. So here k square plus 2k plus 1. It is nothing but in the form of a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. In the same way, if k plus 1 whole square is taken, then it will become k square plus 1 square plus 2 into k into 1. So this will be k square plus 1 plus 2k. Okay. So k square plus 1 plus 2k is equal to k plus 1 whole square. So we can take 2 by k plus 1 into here k plus 1 whole square divided by k plus 2. Okay, k by 2. Next what happens? Here 1 k plus 1 is there. Here 2 times k plus 1 is there. So I will be cancelling one term in that. Now it has become 2 into k plus 1 divided by k plus 2. Or else we can write it as 2 into k plus 1 divided by 2 into k plus, in the place of 2 we can write it as k plus 1 plus 1. Okay, in the first step what we have got 2k by k plus 1. So if this is true for p of k. Okay, so 2k by k plus 1 is true for p of k. So in the place of k we have substituted it as k plus 1 and k plus 1 plus 1, and this is true for p of k plus 1. Okay, so we have proved it. So for p of k and p of k plus 1 is also true for all the natural numbers. So here we can write thus p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. So if p of k we got this value, then in the same way we got p of k plus 1 value itself. So if this is true, then this is also true. So this is the way of doing the mathematical induction problem. So hence we can write the conclusion. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, statement P of n is true for all natural numbers, that is n, capital N, and this signifies the natural number. I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the last question of this session. So again, the same as it of the previous problems, the 3 steps we have to substitute in the 3 steps, and we have to prove it is true for all the natural numbers. The question is 1 into 2 into 3 up to n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 is equal to n into n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 divided by 4. So here first we have to assume the whole statement is equal to p of n. So I have written already the question, that is p of n is equal to the whole question which is given. The next step is after substituting the whole question to p of n. So next we have to substitute for n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1 we have, so wherever n is there we have to substitute it as 1. So it will become p of 1. So p of 1 is to 1 into, so the whole thing will become 1. So n will become 1. So in the last part, I'll be taking it. So it will become 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2. So up to here we have to take. So this up to this line, I am just omitting it. Only the last thing I am writing it here. Okay. 1 into 1 plus 1 is 2 into 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay. So 3 2s are 6. So 6 will be the LHS for us. So next, the same n is equal to 1, we have to substitute it for this question. Okay, this thing we have to write. So it will become 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 divided by 4. So here it will become 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 whole divided by 4. This 4 get cancels. So 3 2s are 6. RHS is also same. So we can write for n is equal to 1, the statement is true. The statement is true. So we have proof for first segment, that is for n is equal to 1. In the same way, we have to prove it for second one, that is for P of k. So for P of k, that is let P of k be true for some positive integers, k, that is, so it will become 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus etc. Here it is k into k plus 1 into k plus 2. Okay, here k into k plus 1 into k plus 2. Wherever n is there, we have to substitute as k. So k into k plus 1 into k plus 2. So this equation is equal to k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 whole divided by 4. So this equation is equal to k into k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3 whole divided by 4. Let this be equation 1. So this we have to substitute for the third segment. So let us continue in the next slide. Let us continue the fourth question. So here equation 1 we have already derived, that is 1 into 2 into 3 up to k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 is equal to this formula. So now we have to prove that P of k plus 1 is also true. So P of k plus 1 means in the place of k, we have to write as k plus 1. So this equation will become 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus etc. In the place of k, we have to take it as k plus 1, k plus 2 and k plus 3. So but we know that, so before getting this, we have to get the previous one. So if k plus 1 comes means, so the previous will be k. If k plus 2 comes means the previous will be k plus 1. So if k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3 is in the series means in the previous section there will be 1 into 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 into 4 plus etc. First this will come. Instead of k plus 1, k. Instead of k plus 2, k plus 1 will come. And instead of k plus 3, k plus 2 will come. So after this series, the next k plus 1, k plus 2 and k plus 3 will comes. So up to here I will be arranging it as a group. So for this group I will be substituting equation 1 formula, because 1, 2, 3 up to k plus 2 is also equal to this formula, we have already derived it. So instead of this we can write it as k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 into k plus 3 whole divided by 4 plus k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3. So here in both sides k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3 is common. So I will be taking k plus 1, k plus 2 and k plus 3 as common. So if I take k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3 as common, here remaining will be k by 4. Okay, k by 4 will be remaining, plus here the whole term I have taken the common term, so 1 will be remaining. Okay, So by taking LCM, we will get k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3 into here by LCM it will become k plus 4 whole divided by 4. Next by an interchange of a thing, we will get it as k plus 1, just we can write it as k plus 1 itself. Next will be k plus 1 plus 1. So 2 as written as 1 plus 1. Next k plus 1 plus 2 and k plus 1 plus 3 whole divided by this 4. Let it be equation number 2. Next compare equation 1 and 2. So what will obtain? So instead of k, here it is k plus 1. Instead of k plus 1, it is k plus 1 plus 1. And k plus 2, it will be k plus 1 plus 2. So in all the terms, in the place of k, k plus 1 has been obtained. So this shows that if p of k is true, then p of k plus 1 is also true. So thus, p of k plus 1 is true whenever p of k is true. Okay. So if this is true, then p of k plus 1 is also true. So hence, write the conclusion. Hence, by the principle of mathematical induction, statement P of n is true for all natural numbers, that is capital F. So this was the last question of this session. I hope you understood this. So question 4 was the last question of this session. I hope you understood this. Problems are a little bit lengthier, but by constant practice, you will get to understand how to do it. If you have any doubts, queries or suggestions, please comment me on the comment section. Thanks for watching.